Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hairunisa Hiwayam. I would like to explain about Old English period in 500 to 1100. Okay, the first one is a briefly histories of English. Today, English is one of the most common language in the world, spoken by around 1/2 billion people. Is the official language of many countries, including the United Kingdom, United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And then, what is English and where did it come from? English is the West Germanic language that originated in England. Is it the third most spoken language in the world after Mandarin Chinese? And Spanish English has been influenced by a number of other languages over the countries, including Old and Latin, French, and Dutch. And different periods of English. The English language has gone through different periods throughout in history. Various aspects of language have changed over time, such as grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and etc. The Old English period, 5th to 11th centuries, Middle English period, 11th to 15th centuries, and the Mandarin English period, 16th to present centuries, are the three main divisions in the histories of the English language. And then, history of the Old English period, Old English period in 500 to 1100. The Old English period began in 449 AD with the arrival of the three Germanic tribes from the Sardines, the Anglo-Saxons and Jutes. They settled in the south and east of Britain, which was inhabited by the Celts. Then Anglo-Saxons had their own language, South Old English, which was spoken from around the 15th century to the 11th century. Old English was a Germanic language, and as such as it was different from the Celtic language spoken by Britons, and it was also different language from the English we speak today. It was highly influenced language, meaning that words could change their form from depending on how they were being used in a sentence. And then, accent English or Anglo-Saxon literature can be divided into two classes, prose and poetry. The first one, prose. Old English prose works were penned by Adam, Bede, and Aslind. Their works were written in the latter translations into English. And in the 9th century, and translations was penned by King Alfred, who ruled between the West Saxons 806 on and 906. All the significant prose works of the English pre-Damoc others, pastoral scale written by Pope Gregory, was used as in guidebook for calligraphy because at the time there were many not yet knowledgeable. And the last is poetry. Compared to the prose works, poetry is generally more popular to the Old English periods because it is shorter from and can be chanted. In addition, poetry is easily spread by word of mouth. Before written cultures developed thereof in accent England, where scatter literature is not prose, but poetry namely befalls. And this verse is a poem consisting of 3,000 lines and belonging to the epic type of people, namely a story of the heroism that has long lived among the people, and its creators is unknown. I think that's all for me. If I have mistakes in my explanations, I will say sorry. Thank you so much. And the last is wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.